Hey guys, it's Metz from Tighter Fitness. I'm with Amy Fox here. Today Amy's going to take me for a back workout. She's going to help me with mobility exercises so I get a better contraction. So let's see how we go, Amy.
Yeah, better contraction through Metz's back. Because he's got such tightness through the chest, there's 2 exercises I'm going to show him to release that area. Beautiful. And also, you were saying to me before that you were getting headaches. You've been a bit stressed at work.
Well, let's get into it, mate. You're giving me a headache already. We're going upstairs now.
Starting off with a trap release exercise using the balls here. My ball has got some nodules all over it, so it's quite spiky and hard. Metz has just got a nice soft ball. So if you're new to this and you tend to bruise easily, I would suggest getting something without the lumps to begin with. Yeah, so we're doing 10 each side. The first one is ear to shoulder, keeping the nose pointing down to the ground. And the importance with this one is to just keep moving. And everyone's pain threshold is a little bit different. So you need to make sure that it's within your range. And just nice and steady, so you don't want to throw your neck around. And then Metz just turning as well, so we're doing the rotation. So you're trying to turn up as far as you can, up towards the ceiling. Now your trap's a really big muscle, so you might find everyone's trap is tender in different spots. So you want to move the ball around the trap muscle until you find that tender area and press on that. Make sure the ball isn't on the bone. That's painful and it's not going to do anything for your mobility. I'm just going to add, if you've got a sore lower back or your back tends to grab with a lot of the exercises, this spinal position can be a little bit unsafe. Obviously we've modified it just for the gym setting because most people feel uncomfortable in neutral spine position. But if you do have a sore back, then I would recommend all fours like this and moving your head like so that your back is in a nice safe position. Again, a lot of people feel very embarrassed doing that, so we allow this kind of position, but if you've got a sore back, on your knees. Beautiful. Yeah.
Sounds good. You want to go to the next one?
Yep, let's go. So Metz, while you're doing this movement, you asked me before that you wanted more of a lat focus rather than upper back focus. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. So there's different.
The reason is I've been having getting a bit of headaches. I think because my traps, because probably just the workload of what I've been doing lately.
Well, you've been busy at work, so yeah, a lot of people do find that they get quite stressed, and as a result, their shoulders elevate.
You stress me out, but
I always stress him out. I always stress him out, especially on one side. I stand on one side and get stressed like that.
Always gets me on the left side
from too much yelling. Always. Yeah, but basically, a lot of people have that same problem. So they'll get stressed, their shoulders elevate like this. The trap muscles, like around your neck, get really, really tight, and therefore, when you come into the gym and you try and train your lats, you don't get that full contraction. Yeah. So we just did the mobility to release the trap muscle. Yeah. So now when you're pulling, you should be able to drop the shoulder down, which is going to help you activate better. So the idea with this one is not to get the scapula to come together, because that's more rhomboids for the upper back, but ideally get the scapula to drop down. So the scapula can only drop down if he's nice and stretched and released through the traps. So pull back. Now drop the shoulders down. Yes, that's it. So see that little change? He won't be able to do that if he's too tight up here. So for all the guys out there that want that V shape, if you want to build your lats, make sure that your traps are nice and relaxed when you're training. Drop again. Yep, good. So reset every time. Good, drop. Pull, drop the shoulders, good. It's a very low pull. As you can see, Metz is not trying to take it up towards his chest, he's trying to take the bar in towards his hips.
So good.
Yeah. Now the beauty with the mobility stuff is you can do it in between sets, because you will feel like when the weight's really heavy, it's not so heavy now, you do that easily.
Harder. obviously when you're trying to do it, you gotta really
Think about
connect
it.
with dropping the shoulders as much as you can.
Yeah. So as you get tired and as you get fatigued, you'll notice the shoulders will start to creep up like that. So part way through the movement, you get to the back of the movement, reset, and keep going. Yeah. Good. Good work. All right, so here we go with the chest release, the chest mobility. And this is for Metz to release the front part of his body so that he can get a better contraction when he goes to do seated row. So you can squeeze the muscles at the back much better if the chest is nice and stretched and relaxed. So if you do have a tight chest, you'll notice your shoulders get a bit rounded as well. Your chest sort of hollows out. You can see Metz moving his arm as well. So you want to keep it moving, increase blood flow, warm the area up. So just going to do 10 in that direction, move the ball around, find another spot on the chest that's a little bit tense, and repeat. So let's just move the ball again, and we're going to follow just underneath the collarbone. So you never want to put the ball on the bone, just underneath. So go in a little bit further, dig in somewhere else where it feels a little bit tender, and keep going. Do another 10. So change positions. I want you guys to try sort of down the side of the sternum and also roll the ball just underneath the collarbone and just find out where you're the tightest. So the focus now for the back training is not so much lats. We've released the chest, the front of the body, so that Metz can get a better contraction through the upper back. So he should be feeling his scapula is able to come in a lot easier, which means the back muscles are contracting harder. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
So you can also see Metz is going all the way forward as well. You don't have to do that. If you're new to training, then keep your scapula or your shoulders pulled back in this position. Don't release out the whole way. So this is a more advanced technique that Metz is doing, where he actually lets his scapula go and sort of leans forward.